Hi everyone, and welcome to QCT's Tech Talks. My name's Gareth, and today I've got a box of stuff which we had from one of our suppliers, 4G On, or Forgon, we're never quite sure how you pronounce that. I've had the box for a couple of weeks. I haven't really got round to going through it properly, although I have to be honest, I have opened everything just to check all the bits were there and to make sure it was all delivered safe and sound. But if we give me a second or two, we'll get switched over to the overhead cam and we'll start having a look through it. Okay, so inside the magic box of tricks we have a couple of unifi AP-AC-Lites. So these are the new-ish versions of these, so they are now gig PoE. So that's all good news. Now these are actually, most of this kit is for install at my house. It's to upgrade some of the kit at my house. So I've gone for the lights rather than the pros. Because, let's be honest, PlayStation, couple of phones, they ain't really going to tax them. So that's that, and that we have the shiny new unifi cloudkey Gen 2. So we'll open that in a second. What I suspect is possibly going to be a bit of an expensive toy, really. The cloudkey Gen 2 rack mount accessory. I'm reading from the side of the box there, clearly. Which is to put the cloudkey in so that you can rack mount it. And then we also have a 48 port PoE switch. Now this one's not actually for home, this is for a job. It's actually to help me set up some of the stuff that we do for the event wireless that we provide. Shift that big box out of the way and replace it with this other big box. Yeah, so we do wireless coverage for events and festivals and things like that, and I'm permanently having to update firmware on gear, so this is so that I can get a load of stuff all plugged in at the same time and get it all firmware updating and testing and getting a config on it. So let's get this opened up. Big bit of box there. And I'm going to open this in a little bit of a backward way, because I happen to know it'll be better this way around. Okay, so what's in the box? Euro power cable. Not really much use to us in the UK here. At one point I used to chop the ends off these and put IEC connectors on them to make IEC extensions. They're cheap enough now, I don't really bother. That will probably just go in the bin. Quick start guide, again. Cage nuts and screws. It's good to have these in the box. I do tend to use my own. I tend to just replace these and put my own in so that everything looks standard. But it's good to have them, and then if you're in a pinch, you've still got them. Got a bit of packaging there. We'll throw the box out of the way. And here we have the switch. So the standard setup with the unifi with the square LED indicator on that side there. 48 ports of PoE plus, 500 watts in total. And we've got 2 SFP plus and 2 standard SFP ports. So we're good for 10 gig on those two. The ears are integrated on these, so you don't have to attach them. Presume that's nice and secure. The top looks pretty much like the top of a switch. Not exciting. On the bottom, we've got a console port there, and power, and obviously all the serial numbers and stuff on the back there. Nothing on the bottom. Fan entries on the side. Again, not particularly exciting, but interesting. There's 2 there, but that one appears to be blanked off. Similar on this side. Not quite sure. I'm not opening this up because I don't want to void the warranty, but yes. Interesting. So we'll slide that out to one side. And we'll have a look at the cloudkey. Okay. So one thing I would say, really impressed with Ubiquity's packaging. It's only a little thing, but they really have gone really quite nice on this packaging. So yeah, so we've got some unifi Protect window stickers, just to deter would-be robbers, I guess. and again, quick start cards there, beautiful. And the main event, the unifi cloudkey Gen 2. So on the front of the unit, you've got there's a bay there, which is where the hard drive's located. I'll get that out in a second, and a screen on the side here. If I just rotate, you can just about see, I think, where the screen is on that side. So that gives you information about what's connected and what speed you're recording things at and that sort of stuff. Indicator light on the side. The back, you have a power button, reset, USB power, which is always useful. We have an 802.3 AF socket, so Cat5 in and PoE in, and we also have a USB-C console port. Right, I'm just going to put that down for a second. Because despite telling my computer not to lock, it did. Okay, so the more observant of you will possibly notice that there's a row of connectors here. Now, those connectors normally have a little sticker over them, so if you're not using this with anything else, they're covered up. Obviously, because I have had this out already and just tested everything, that is uncovered. And also, there's the hard drive release lever there. Now, I do find that a little stiff sometimes, but that releases the drive, allows you to pull that out, and it actually comes with a 1TB Toshiba drive pre-fitted, which is good. So that's going to allow you to record quite a bit of video. It is upgradable. I can't remember what you can go up to. I think it's 5 terabytes. It's probably however big a 2¼ inch disc you can get, honestly. So yes, so onto the cloudkey Gen 2 rack mount accessory. Again, really nice packaging, really nice boxing. Love the way they've done that. So the cloudkey rack mount. Again, we've got the standard Ubiquiti unifi indicator LEDs there. A little screen that lines up with the screen on the cloudkey, so that you can actually see what's going on the cloudkey when it's inserted into here. And again, a PoE in and gig network socket. That's good. Reset switch, fairly standard stuff. Again, ears are pre-mounted, so you don't have to mess around with that. And then on the back, this is the slot. So there's two different sizes of the cloudkey. So the one that I've got is the larger of the two, the one with the hard drive in. So say push that down and slide it across, he says, which should be really easy. There we go. Just push it down and slide it across. So that allows you to get the larger cloudkey in there. I'll do that in a sec. What else is in the box? Quick start guide. Again, probably one for the bin. And in this little pocket here, more cage nuts and screws. Again, handy if you don't have them. I tend to bin them. So we take this, and now if you have a look inside here, you'll see there's a little row of connectors. I'm not sure how clearly you can see that on the video, but just down in there. So that is to interface with the cloudkey. So if I connect on the cloudkey, slot that into there, and it locks in quite reassuringly well. You know, it's not going anywhere, so that's good. And then, obviously, if this was powered on, you would see through there the screen. So that's cool. And last but not least, probably the least interesting bit of the whole lot, really. But let's get it open. The AP-AC-Lite. Again, quick start guide. Bit of advertising. Unifi access point, gig Ethernet on the back, and the reset switch, and comes with the standard ceiling or wall mounting plate. Bom, 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 bom. Click. And the plate for the for the ceiling tiles if you're mounting it with ceiling tiles. So that's always good. Bag of screws and nuts. So wall plugs, screws, they can pretty much go in the bin. But I do find that the nuts and bolts are useful if you are going through a drop ceiling. Handy to have the right sizes just in the pack. There would have been a power cable in here, but I appear to have lost that. That's clearly gone already. And there's a PoE injector. These are now supplied with gig PoE injectors as well. So PoE out from that side and plug into your switch on that side. And a cloverleaf connector. Obviously that's if you're not using a PoE compatible switch. Then these come in really, really useful. If you really wanted to see the small print, it's under that little clip there, and that again is a mounting bracket. So if you want things nice and tidy in your, in your space, you can screw that to the wall and clip that in. Lovely, tidy. Jobs are good. Super. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this video there. We are going to do some videos on how to set up and configure all of this stuff in various combinations. So keep tuned.
Hey, thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you've got any questions or comments or would like to suggest other videos for us to produce, please put them in the comment section below. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so. That way you'll get notifications when we upload new videos. And if you'd like to contact QCT about help with any of your IT conundrums, then you can find us at www.qctech.co.uk. Thanks very much. See you soon.